Good evening, everyone. My name is Haley Loving, and I'm the Global Student Support Coordinator here at New Mexico Military Institute, better known as NMMI. We are located in Roswell, New Mexico, and we're so glad you could join us tonight. We are a full-time boarding school that has both high school and junior college programs. We are accepting applications for our spring semester that begins in January of 2024. The deadline for our spring applications is December 14th. Applications for the fall semester are also open, and that will begin in August of 2024. Tonight we want to highlight our international program as we gear up for International Education Week next week. We are home to international students from over 30 different countries. And joining us tonight are a few of our international cadets and one of our faculty members.
Yes, hello, I'm Captain Villares. I am from Spain. I've been here for 3 years and I am teaching Spanish.
Very good. Thank you, Captain Vieras. So, cadets, if you would not mind introducing yourselves. We'll start with Victor.
Hello, everyone. My name is Victor Barbosa. I'm from Minas Gerais in Brazil, especially the city of São Francisco. I'm a cadet first lieutenant here at the New Mexico Military Institute, the position of executive officer, troop executive officer. I've been here, this is my second year, and yep, that's basically it.
Thank you, Victor. So, Ana Mia, would you please introduce yourself for us?
Hello, everyone. My name is Ana Mia Alegre Favila. I'm from Chihuahua, Mexico, and this as well is my second year at NMMI. I'm a staff sergeant in junior college, and I'm a freshman.
Thank you. So, Ana, would you introduce yourself for us?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ana Beatriz. I'm from Minas Gerais, Pouso Alegre, Brazil. This is my first semester here, and I am a private first class.
Thank you, everyone, for introducing yourselves. So tonight we want to hear your questions about NMMI. Feel free to ask us on social media by using hashtag NMMI, hashtag AskNMMI. Post them in the YouTube chat or snap them to us at NMMI Live. This is a chance for you to get to know our school and what we're all about. So let's start with our cadets. Ana Mia, how did you first learn about NMMI and why did you decide to come here?
So my brother came a semester before than me, and while we were dropping him off, I saw the facilities, the people that was working here, the people that was studying here, and I was like amazed. I want to study here. Also, I wanted to come here to improve my English, to have more friends, to know people from other countries and different cultures.
Very good, thank you. And what about you, Victor?
So the first time that I learned about NMMI was in my old school, in a military school in Brazil, and I heard about the possibility of coming here to US to learn English, and I decided to come here because learn English and study abroad was actually a dream for me. And when I had the opportunity, I didn't think twice before applying.
Very good, thank you. And Ana, could you tell us how you learned about NMMI and why you came here?
The first time I heard about NMMI was the same way as Victor, because we are from the same school, not from the same city, but it's from the same unity. So there was this program till I came here, and I applied, I passed, and it has been always my dream to study in the USA. So this was the perfect opportunity.
Very good, thank you. So Ana, back to you. What did you see as the biggest advantage for coming to NMMI?
So improving my English, I think was the best advantage because I learned English since I was a kid because in our school they teach us, but it's hard to really learn how to speak because there's no people to talk with in Brazil because they're like I have no friends that talk in English a lot. So coming here to improve my English was the best advantage, and it was really hard when I came here at the first moment, like to start, because I couldn't say one sentence. I couldn't like hold a conversation for for few minutes. I didn't know how to speak, and now it's still hard, but I can hold a conversation. So improving my English was the best advantage.
Very good. And how about you, Victor?
So the biggest advantage to coming here, let me see. I think the same thing about learning a new language, especially about a new culture, but also the fact that I would be with new people, different people, and not only people from U.S. but people from Mexico, China, Japan, and Russia, and especially me who I never traveled to another countries before. I was um, really excited to meet with those people, and in most part, I think was the English, but also the experience that let's see, there's no price, basically.
Very good. And Anamia, what did you see as the biggest advantage for coming to NMMI?
For me as well as them, the opportunity to talk English 24/7 was a big advantage. So I can really live in an environment that they speak English. So that is how I could help my English to improve. And also, as Victor said, creating new contacts, new friends, the different cultures that you can see here, the diversity, like bring you a lot of like knowledge of the world and other people's life.
Very good. Thank you. So, Anamia, how concerned were you with the military part of the school? And what does that part mean to you now?
So I knew because my brother was here one semester before that I needed to wake up early, that I needed to go to formation, that I needed to march to honor another country besides Mexico. And it was hard at the beginning to wake up early and to say like, well, I need to administrate my time better, having formation and then study and then like having personal time. So that helped me to have more discipline and to like um, to take advantage of my time and now how to organize it. So I think that's the biggest advantage to be like in a military school.
Thank you. So, Anna, you were a new cadet this semester. How did you feel before coming to NMMI? And how did you feel after arriving here?
Well, before coming to NMMI, I was really nervous because like it would be a totally new world to me, like staying away from my family, speaking a new language that I didn't know how to speak, knowing new people, like dealing with new people with the way they act, because it's really different, like from cultures, the way we act in Brazil, the way they act in Mexico, the way they act here in the US. So dealing with everything and managing my time to do all my activities, go to all the formations, everything I needed to go. It was really hard in the beginning, but after, like with the result of my experience, I think I did good. So I think the Anna after NMMI, it's a new Anna that I learned lessons that I will take to my whole life. And NMMI really brought me good, like teach me good things, and I learned a lot. It was a good experience.
I'm happy to hear that. So, Victor, were you concerned about what the academics might be like here at NMMI before you came?
So a little bit, especially because about the fact that I didn't speak English at all. Well, let me see. Okay, so let me rephrase that. Okay, so I didn't speak a very good English when I arrived here, So knowing the fact that I would have classes in another language and the teachers were not able to understand me in Portuguese, that was I was afraid in the beginning about that. Not too much about this subject because thanks to my old schools I had a really strong background in academics, but I was concerned about the language barrier that I could have here and everything else.
So, Victor, as a high school student, can you talk about what a normal course load is like and what the class sizes are here?
Okay, so basically we have 7 classes total. Our first period start at 8:15 in the morning, and each class period is 50 minutes, 50. Between each class, we have a break of 5 minutes so the students can leave and go to another building because most of the time not. So some schools, the students stay at the same classroom, and the only person who goes out and goes in is the teachers, but not here. Here at NMMI, the students go to other buildings, other classrooms. So that's why we have the 5 minutes break, and also so the class starts at 8:15, and then we have the lunch break at 11:50, and then the sixth period starts at 12:50, and we have classes until 3:30. And I think that's basically it for so far. I think that's basically it, man.
Thank you. So, Anamia, since you're a junior college student here, can you touch on what a normal course load is like for a junior college student?
Yes, so for junior college students is like more relaxed than a high schooler. Of course, we still have homeworks and projects, but we have class on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I have 5 classes those days that it's around 17 credits, and I have lab on Tuesday and Thursday that are around a last 2 hours. So even though we have less classes, well, less days like Thursdays and Tuesdays, like we have still like price homework, but that gives us time to go do laundry, to go to the gym, to do like homework, personal like things you need to do. So I think it's pretty more relaxed in high school, and I really liked it.
Thank you. So, Victor, what supports do you have inside and outside of the classroom academically?
So outside of the classroom, I have the help of my academic advisors that basically are angels in my academic life. Also, I have the teachers that have off-site hours. So sometimes when I have some free periods, I go talk to them and I ask them for some extra help. And also, we have tutoring times in the morning, plus pre-tutoring in the library. And also, I'm a pre-tutor. So basically, every single kind of support academically the school offered to us, and inside of the classroom, the teachers, every single class, every single syllabus, they're pretty organized. So most of the times, each one of your assignments, you know when is it due, you know what to do, and the teacher, he offers help to explain over and over again, even if you have some questions. And I think that that's amazing because you get help from your academic advisors plus the help of your teachers even when they're not inside of the classroom. Plus, you have help from your peers. You have help from your friends that also can teach you and help you with some homeworks and explaining to you some subjects that you have a hard time with.
Very good. It sounds like there's lots of support available for you, cadets. So let's stop and look at some of our academic programs here at NMMI. So before we move forward and speak with Captain Vieras, Anamia, I have a question for you. Why would you recommend NMMI's academics to another student?
So I would recommend, especially junior college, because as we know, colleges have like a lot of classmates in the classroom. Like the classroom size is very big, and here at NMMI, the class size are smaller, like 15, probably maybe 6, 10. So you can have that one-on-one touch with the teacher. So for me, it's easier to learn with less people because I feel like the teacher is telling me like the instructions, the lessons. So I think it's easier. And also an MMI bring you a lot of opportunities in the future, applying to other universities and other colleges, scholarships. So I would recommend this program for other people.
Thank you. So now that you've heard some insight from our cadets about NMMI and academics here, let's hear from Captain Vieras on the faculty side of it. So, Captain Vieras, how do you think faculty here at NMMI provide support to our international cadets?
Well, I think NMMI is an institution that is used to deal with international people because it's a boarding school and we receive a lot of students from overseas and as well from many different states that are not Roswell, from Texas, California, Florida, etc. So we as faculty are used to deal with different cultures in the classroom. We try to adapt our curriculum to different standards and different learning abilities. And we also offer a lot of help and support in our office hours and after class. I think also the institution is very good with the programs and the support they offer with advisors and the international center. And we faculty try to be in touch with the advisors and international center at all times to help students, international students, with their needs.
Thank you. And Captain Vieras, how does the cultural diversity play in your classroom teaching and the overall educational experience here?
Well, I am a Spanish teacher, so I try to teach my students about all the dialects of the Spanish language. So I take into account the different regional differences when I teach Spanish. So I think I am very aware and I try to incorporate as many variations and diversal dialects to my classroom as possible. We do activities that I call portfolios, in which I ask my students to research different cultural differences between their lifestyle and the cultural items or artifacts we find in our classroom. So my students always research about movies, songs, food, etc., from Colombia, Mexico, Spain, Argentina, and other countries. Also, beyond the Spanish speaking world, I have many students that come from many countries. And that's very useful in my classroom as well, because some of them speak Chinese, some of them speak Korean, some of them speak German. When I teach grammar, especially, I try to use all the input and feedback from their own language to explain the vocabulary and the Spanish grammar. It's very useful when we have a diverse classroom in which everybody can provide different grammatic structures from their native languages. That is very helpful to understand the way that we talk about the grammatical structures of Spanish. So I try to use it in our benefit.
Thank you so much, Captain Vieras. So, Victor, what is your leadership role here at NMMI and how has that helped you grow?
So right now at the institute, I'm a cadet first lieutenant. I'm a troop executive officer. In other words, basically, I'm the second highest officer in the troop, responsible for everything that the troop does or does not do. And also I'm responsible for the rosters and everything that deals with organization, planning, and also how these squads and the platoons will work. Like how many people are gonna be in the first squad, or which people are going to be in second platoon, trying the work that I have to match people. If the cadet A is going to work well with cadet B, and so on. Also, with the pre-tour reports that we have weekly, um, and also um, to support my platoon leaders that are my second lieutenants and my platoon my platoon sergeants together with my first sergeant. Basically, my leadership role, I was when I came here, I was a recruit, and then I became an interim leader. So like Anna right now, and I became a sergeant, then a staff sergeant like Kanemiya, and I'm a cadet first lieutenant. And I think the opportunity to know that you're in charge of a group of people make makes you be way more responsible and in a alert mode like all the time. So if someone does something wrong that they were not supposed to, then you are gonna receive the lecture from an adult or basically people that are in your chain of command, and you're gonna be responsible for everything that they do. So let me see, if they do something wrong, then I'm gonna be punished because I let them do that. But that's basically taught me to be accountable with other people. So I have the let me see what would be the feeling, the notion of organization of community, and knowing that if um, I allow some people do things that they're not supposed to, then we're gonna have bigger issues in the future, and that's why we need to make those corrections because we have a standard to hold here at the institute, especially about the disciplinary part. And I think um, these helped me a lot. How Cadet Colonel Smith said, 1 year here at the institute is about 5 years in the real life, in my opinion, because the things that I learned here at NMMI, I would take way more time if I'd be at home in my old schools. And I think that's basically being in charge of people actually changes you in a lot, different factors. Thank you.
Thank you, Victor. So, Anamia, what is your leadership role and how do you think that has helped you?
So my leadership role is a staff sergeant. So I'm basically in charge of a squad that is around 10 people. So I'm in charge to find them accountable information, parades, ceremonies, or another stuff we need to do as a troop. So first I was a rat, then I was a private, I was a staff sergeant, then I was a platoon leader, and now I'm again staff sergeant. So this has helped me grow to not know how to work with people because I'm usually very shy. So I don't like to ask people like, "Hey, can you do this, please?" or "Can you do that, please?" So with this leadership role, I gain like more confidence about myself to tell them like, "Hey, can you please clean your room? Hey, you need to do information at this time. Hey, like we have a meeting, we have this ceremony." So I think I have been more like confident about myself to talk to other people and not to like tell them what to do, but like also help them like with stuff they need from me as a squad member.
Very good. And Anna, would you tell us what your leadership role is and how that's helped you grow?
As my first semester here, I don't have like a high rank. I'm still a part of the first class, but I'm a team leader, which like my function in the troop is to help my squad leader. Like we are divided in platoons and then squads. So each squad, there's a squad leader, which is the rank of NMMI, and I'm in Delta Troop, and in Delta Troop, the team leaders help like informations and accountabilities in everything. Like in the morning, I wake up people, I check their rooms if everything is clean and organized. If it's not, I tell them, oh, can you fix this please, and everything. um, when my squad leader needs some help, that she comes to me and asks to me, so I can help her in the formations. Like if someone is not in the formation in the morning, I go to their rooms, I knock on their door and say, hey, let's go to the formation. You have to do this and everything. So as being a first a recruit, and then getting this function of team leader, I think this really helped me to grow and improve my leadership skills. Like I hope to improve it more and more every time, but it really helped me like in my life. I think it's gonna be really good. This experience is gonna help me. This leadership skills that I got here from this experience.
Very good. Thank you, cadets. So I see a question that is asking, what is a rat? So a rat is a recruit at training, and this is when the cadets first enroll at the institute and they go through a rat phase where they learn how the school works and ultimately what being a cadet at NMMI means. So Anna, since you're the newest cadet on with us, would you talk a little bit about being a rat and what that was like and what it means?
The experience of being a rat, it's really hard at the first moment, and especially for me, because of the English, it was really hard because I didn't speak English very well. So I couldn't understand people what they were saying to me, and like they were giving the instructions to me. I was like, I'm not understanding this, and it was really hard. And like going to formations and everything, and uh, all the stuff we needed to do, it was really hard to me at the beginning because I was away from my family. I was away from like the comfortable of my home, of my country, of everything. So it was a new experience, a completely new world it looked like. So it was hard, but it is good because like it made me improve, it made me achieve all a lot of goals. Like it made me more responsible because of like I needed to manage my time to deal with everything I needed to do with all my homeworks, all my classes, and like the clubs that I go. I needed to manage it very well to deal with everything, and I think I did good. And the experience of being a rat, I think, also includes the support we have, like from our troops, from the teachers, like my squad leader, my TC, my PL, my first sergeant, all the ranks from our troop. I think the support of them in our recruit experience, it's really important.
Very good. Thank you, Anna, and thank you, cadets. So I'd like to share a glimpse of the Corps of Cadets in action. Let's take a look at this next video we have. So Captain Vieras, how do you see cadets change from the time they start at NMMI to the time that they graduate?
Well, I believe that when they come for the first time as a rat, they are a bit shy. They need to get used to the life at NMMI, a life in which they need to adapt to schedule, the schedule, the military training, the homework activities, the classes schedule, etc. The expectations in a way. But after a while, I think that they get to be more organized. They like the life here. They make a lot of friends. They grow up as adult people. They get more mature and they are able to pretty much organize their academic life and their private life in a better way because NMMI is all about organization and becoming more secure with your life as well. So I believe my students, when they are juniors and seniors, they change a lot and when they grow up as well.
And Captain Vieras, what do you think distinguishes NMMI from other international boarding experiences or schools?
Well, I like the fact that this school it's very organized, like I said in the previous question. I think they put the cadet first. They care a lot about their diets, their training, their academics, their sports as well. So I think that the life here is very good. The cadets are well taken care of. They have a very organized life, like I said, since they wake up in the morning and during the day. And I believe they grew up to be a better person. So I don't know. I believe that my students, when they graduate, they leave well prepared. They have very good training and academically their graduation their GPA is one of the best in the state. So I think they are very good to either go to college or to continue their military training in the army.
Thank you. So let's hear from faculty and Captain Vieras on what teaching at NMMI means to them.
My name is Daniel Mackay. I'm from the United Kingdom and I teach English literature and composition here at Lee Hall. At NMMI, I like encountering different student levels and catering to each of them.
I am Martin Villares. I am from Spain and I teach Spanish here. It's a great university. We have very good students and a lot of them are from abroad. And I like teaching multicultural classes and I think it's a wonderful environment.
I'm Mia Yang. I'm original from China. I'm teaching college physics here at the New Mexico Military Institute. There are huge impact on my family because my whole family is here. My husband teaches college physics here, and my son is a sophomore in high school. And I have an 11 years old daughter. In the future, she will come to NMMI, and I also have a 6 years old. They'll come to NMMI. So it has impacts on all different directions. Educations, families, livings, everything.
My name is Aflabio Lagbuga Peter. I'm from Nigeria, a country in Africa. I think that's the biggest country in Africa when it comes to population size. I teach maths and computer science. When I saw the adverts online, I decided to apply. I never knew that I was going to be picked. And when I got the chance to come here, I knew I just had to go. So the experience, the culture, this is actually the first time I'm leaving my country, my family, and so far I think I love everything about Roswell, about Mamie. The people here are very nice, and honestly, I'm in love with the whole place. It's a small community, but I love it.
So, Anamia, what is a challenge that you have faced during your time at NMMI and how have you overcome it?
So I think the challenge I have overcome here is being far of my family. Sometimes I think like, no, like I miss a lot my parents, my brothers. But I remember that they did a great effort to be here. They sacrificed themselves, having a hard work, and supporting me to come here. So all of the things that I'm doing here are for them. So I think my biggest challenge is being away from my family because I love them so much.
And Victor, what's a challenge that you have faced and how did you overcome it?
That's a great question because there's a lot and I can't choose one. But okay, let me think. All right. So I think as soon as I became a first lieutenant and I knew that I was in charge of about 80 to 100 people, um, that was almost freaked me out because it was a great responsibility. But once again, one phrase that Uncle Ben said, with great powers comes great responsibilities. And the way that I overcome it was basically talking to my instructors, talking to and with my troop leadership advisor, my TLAs and my SLAs, and also with my army instructors. And also the challenges was how Anamia said, family, food, weather, and everything else. So about that was basically the way that I faced was the time. I think the time is the best way how we can face challenges. So you're getting used to it every day. You keep consistent, um, and you keep doing it. You keep growing, and I think that's the best way you can face any challenges in your life. Even if you technically you say that you fail, but you're just gonna fail when you give up. And um, a lot of other challenges, not just to not just because I am in a military school, but also being an international student. That's something that add to the packet. I don't know if you understand what I mean by that, but I think that's basically it. MMI is a school for life, so you have some challenges and you learn with adults the way that how can you overcome those issues, how can you overcome those challenges, and basically, I mean, that's basically it again.
My apologies. Anna, what's a challenge that you have faced here at NMMI and how did you overcome it?
I think for me, the most challenge part was like dealing with everything, like manage my time to deal like with the academics, with the military part, with the clubs part, with like make everything works. Like, cause I needed like a night. I needed to choose. Oh, am I going to shine my shoes or am I going to finish my math homework? But like now I know how to deal with this because I learned how to manage my time. I started doing lists. Like I'm going to wake up at 5:30. I'm going to be out of my room at 6 a.m. Like planned all the little datas of my day, like what time I'm going to be there, what time I'm going out of my room to go to class. Like if class starts at 8:15, I'm going out of my room at 8, so that way there's no way that I'm gonna be late or something like that, because I learned how to deal with everything, like knowing exactly what I need to do in my day. Like I know like how to control my activities and everything to deal with it and get good grades and do well in the clubs and do everything I need.
Very good, thank you. So, Anamia, how would you say NMMI has taught you independence and responsibility, and how has that changed you?
So I think it has taught me like how to manage my money because here like if you need, I don't know, personal items, you need to organize your money. eh, Like would I buy this over the thing that I need? It also taught me like independence, going like to class, to doing my homework because here nobody's going to do it for you. The consequences that you have here or the achievements that you have here is because of yourself. If you do something, if you do the correct thing, you have great a response. If you don't have the things that you should do, you won't have great responses. So going to formation, waking up early, going to class, like if you need to wash your clothes, you need to do it from yourself. Going to, I don't know, do like some sport, PT, like everything you need to do it for yourself and by yourself. Maybe of course you have the help from your friends and like that, but here nobody's going to do it for you, and you need to look like for possibilities you need to have in the future. So you need to look for your own like future, and nobody is going to do it for you. So I think here the independence and responsibility is to do your stuff to so you can have great results to you, for yourself, and for the ones that surround you.
Very good. Thank you. So, Anna, it can be hard coming from other parts of the world and trying to connect with others initially or make friends. How did you connect with others in the beginning?
At the first moment, it was really hard because, as I said, I had a really difficult with the English, but making friends was the thing that made me improve my English. Because, like, I needed to tell them my ideas, what I was trying to say. So, like, sometimes I just said what's coming to my mind. I didn't know if it was right, if it was wrong, if they would understand me, but that's how I learned. Like, a lot of times I said wrong things to Americans, and they were like, "Oh, can I correct? Can I teach you something?" And I was like, "Yes, of course, please." And so they teach me the right way to say, and then I learned. So making friends, like, it was also hard because coming from different cultures, like in Brazil, I have like a custom to hug a lot my friends, and here there's not, like, people don't hug a lot. So it was like weird and different, but it was cool, like learning how people act, like the cultures from Mexico, from United States, from China, from a lot of countries that they are here in NMMI.
Thank you. So, our school offers over 50 different extracurricular activities amongst clubs and sports. So, Anna Mia, what activities do you participate in?
So I participate in clubs such as ropes course, also the Mexican club, also in the Native American club. No, Black Alliance Social Club, and the international club as well, that many people from different worlds, like different countries, like gather together and have meetings. We eat together sometimes. The Mexican club, we have meetings where we talk about like Mexico, the food. We talk with each other. Ropes course is about all the like ropes, the rappel tower, low rope scores, high rope scores, how to work in team. So all that clubs. Also, we have soccer. We have soccer, baseball, basketball, all the sports. So that's a great advantage to you to know people, to meet other like countries, other customs, other cultures. So getting into extracurricular clubs helps you a lot to get involved with more people and to know others as well.
Thank you. So, let's take a minute to see some of the activities we offer and what's available to the cadets. So, Captain Vieras, one of the great opportunities that's available to our cadets here is the study abroad programs. You lead our school's study abroad for Spain. Can you share a little bit more about this program?
Yes, hello. And this is a program that I developed 2 years ago with great success. I take around 15 or 20 students to Spain at the end of the year in the spring. We leave on graduation day and we stay 1 month in Spain. The students go to classes in the morning to improve their Spanish, and we create also other activities in the afternoon, such as going to museums, going to the beach and play sports, going to international language exchange programs that I designed with local schools in Spain, or to participate in different events like flamenco shows, Arabian baths, a soccer match, etc. In the weekends, they travel to local cities. We do field trips, and they get the opportunity to visit other cities such as Sevilla, Granada, Cordoba. To sum it up, it's a very cultural experience in which I try to combine fun, culture, and linguistics. And I think students like it very much. And I'm trying to create another group for Spain in May. And I welcome everybody who would like to participate to email me for more information.
And Captain Vieras, why do you think it's important for cadets to take advantage of the study abroad programs?
Well, because I am a huge supporter of these opportunities, I think to get to know a different culture is something that helps everybody to improve their understanding of the world. Some of the cadets who are here tonight, they talked about their experience coming from abroad and how they live it up in here in United States, and how they change their understanding of the culture just by living here at NMMI. So I believe that by going to Spain or Germany or other of the study abroad programs that the school provides, it's a good opportunity for everybody to appreciate another culture, get to know different people, get to try something different, and get to know some other people from other places. Beyond that, I think my students learned a lot from their experience. They create new friends, they make new friends with people from Spain in this case, and they get memories for a lifetime. So I cannot emphasize how important and how successful this experience has been so far.
Thank you. And I see a question here that asks, what other countries do we offer study abroad programs? So our school offers Spain, as you just heard a little bit of information on. And then we also offer a Germany, an England, and a Brazil study abroad. So before we finish up with our last few questions, I want to remind everyone about our application deadline. December 14th is the deadline to get applications in for our spring term that will begin in January. If you have any questions about applying to our school or the admissions process, please send us an email, and you can send that to admissions@nmmi.edu. So, Anna, how has NMMI prepared you for the future, and what does that future look like?
NMMI prepared me like how I said, made me more responsible. I think responsibility is one of the most important skills that you must have to be successful in life in any area that you choose to follow. I still don't know what I want to be in the future, what career I'm going to follow, but any of them that I'm going to follow, I feel that I'm prepared for it and ready for it because of the skills NMMI made me improve, like leadership skills, communication skills, um, knowing how to work in group, because like here there are some activities that you need to work by yourself, but also there are the group activities. You need to know how to work well with other people, people from all of the world, from different countries, different cultures. So I learned how to do it. I achieved my goals, and I improved my skills for it. So I feel prepared for it. And I really, there are good activities that prepare you for it, like for the future, to face the challenge, to face the difficulties that you may have in your life.
Very good, thank you. And Victor, what does your future look like and how has NMMI prepared you for that?
So in my case, my dream is to get into Harvard Medical School, and my mind basically taught me almost everything that you need to get in an Ivy League, to work under pressure and stress, and keep working even if you're tired. And it does not matter if you're tired because you have a busy day. You still need to work. You still need to get those assignments done. You still need to study for the upcoming exams we're gonna have next week. Especially right now, we're about to do our finals, and at the same time, we have a lot of activities in the core of cadets, and also we have the extracurriculum activities. For example, in my case, I'm the STEM club and science Olympiads, and etc. And that my future, the way that it looks like, I think is really I think it's really exciting. Um, Let me see. It's kind of also to a tricky question because it's hard to say what is gonna happen because I mean I'm not God, but the way that I want the things to work out, um, basically the independent thing that I'm sorry, I just trying to organize my thoughts is kind of hard. Once again, this life is another way to show how to work under pressure and knowing that there's a lot of people watching you too. So I think it might be a brilliant future just because I came here to this school and I faced many challenges and I knew how to deal with those problems. I learned a lot of lessons. I received a lot of lectures from different people in different languages, especially. And I think basically NMMI prepared me for life, and basically it.
Thank you, Victor. Anamia, how has NMMI prepared you for your future and what is that future?
So first of all, as well as Victor, I want to enter to the medical field. Uh, right now, I'm specialized in dermatology, but I'm not sure if that in the future will change. But Nini has told me for the future to work under pressure, because even though you have a lot of things to do, like with military terms, school terms, personal terms. Like, even though you have a lot of things to do, you need to work under pressure, under stress. Also, it has helped me to manage my time as well. Those activities, I need to open time to do my homework and other stuff that I need to do, like in the same day for the next one, and so and so. And also, it has helped me to open to people and relate with them, because for me it's hard to open with people and start having a conversation. So Nimi has taught me and has helped me for my future just to be open with people, talk to them, and just have a conversation. And hopefully that will help me to create contacts and know people that will help me to work in my future.
Thank you. So let's wrap up tonight with one final question for our participants. So, Captain Vieras, what is the best part of teaching at NMMI?
Well, I like the environment very much. And like I mentioned previously, I like my students. I like how organized they become. I like the faculty. I think we have very good teachers, and I think our students are very well prepared for college. and I like the city. I think Roswell is a fantastic place to be. I like my life here. I've been here for 3 years already, and I'm very happy with this job. So I cannot have any complaints. I think NMMI takes good care of all of us. They allowed me to create this study abroad program, and I mentioned it. I am very happy with the results. So for the time being, everything has been good news, and I look forward to continue working here in the future.
Thank you so much, Captain Vieras. So, cadets, your final question. We'll start with Victor. What is the best part about being an international cadet at NMMI?
All right. So for some people that might sound rude, but the fact that you can speak in another language and people have no clue what you're talking about is really cool. And well, in Brazil, I never had that experience before. And also the way the way that you can see situations. So the way that some Americans see one kind of issue is totally different the way that I see. Or for example, one of my TC, my troop commander, he's originally from China, and has another point of view that almost no one can understand sometimes. But I mean, um, I think the best part about being an international cadet, it's basically because you can speak other languages, and also because you have the opportunity once again to meet with other people and learn about their culture, know how human society can works, and the similarities, the differences, the way that you compare the good and the bad things, everything builds your character. So I think once again, um, being different is the best part.
Thank you, Victor. And Anamia, what is the best part about being an international cadet at NMMI to you?
I think the best part of being an international student is that you can see in other people's eyes how they see your country, so they look so interested, hey, what's the food in there, like how do you say hola como estás, hey, like how you say this word, like what do you do on the Sundays, like do you celebrate this day, hey, what happened in this other day, like is how like be like view people seeing your country and seeing like the interest that have in your culture, your country, in your people, and also living abroad is like view and living in another like experience. For example, right now that we are in America, in the United States, is see like the American view, the American life. Like you can see like how people with certain things and you can learn from them as well. So I think that's what's best of being a abroad student.
Very good. And Anna, how about you? What's the best part about being an international student at NMMI?
I think teaching about my culture and learning from others, like we switch lessons with each other. Like another day, I was in Bates with my friend, and we were talking with my Brazilian friend. We were talking in Portuguese, and then a guy that was behind us, he just stopped and said, "Hey, what language are you guys speaking?" And I said, "Portuguese." And he said, "Oh, Portuguese? That's cool. It's like kind of Spanish." And I said, "No." And then we started talking with him and teaching him things about Brazil. And he was like so curious about wanting to know. And I think that's a really good thing to help people. Like I have another friend that he's in Portuguese class and he really likes Portuguese. So he's always around us like asking things. Oh, how do I say this? How do I say that? And really it sometimes it's funny because like he's trying to learn new languages, so sometimes it's hard for him, and we make it funny for him. We try to make it easy, like compare with words in English, and like we write the way he would he can read, because like it's different how we write in Portuguese, how we write in English, like the sound of the the words and the letters. So we try to make it easy for him. And I think it's a really good thing to learn more about others. Like I learned things about Mexico, about China, about a lot of about a lot of languages and countries that I've never imagined that I would learn. Like I can speak a little bit in Spanish because I made Mexican friends, and they taught me. So it's for me, it's a really good thing. Like it's the best part of being an international student, like teaching and learning.
Very good. So first, I'd like to say thank you to the participants in tonight's live. I appreciate all of your insight about NMMI and your experiences here. So don't forget, if you're interested in learning more about our school, you can contact us at admissions@nmmi.edu. And if you're interested in applying, you can begin the application process by going to our website, nmmi.edu, and click the Apply Now button. To continue learning about our school and see what happens throughout the semester with cadets, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and X, formerly known as Twitter. Thank you all for joining us tonight, and I hope you have a wonderful night.
Thank you.